Hello, everybody. Hey, welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the official Lotro Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Lotro stream. I apologize, I'm a little under the weather, so I may sound a little different than normal. All of a sudden, one of our cats is out there making noise. What's wrong? Cat's out there meowing. I mean, he's encaged, so like we have a walkway outside for them that is a covered cage space. I don't know, when you have a second, maybe go make sure all is well. He's looking at the neighbor's yard, so it could be an intrusion. Unlikely, possible. The neighbor cat used to come over a lot more often, but once our cat started going outside, the neighbor cat did not come over as often. So, let's see, where should we start today? Well, we're going to go do some festival today for sure. But I thought I would start with my usual, which is pick up the ingredient crates here. So if you have any questions about what am I doing or why am I doing it or what are these things, absolutely feel free to pop up into the chat. And we are happy to answer questions anytime during my stream. And also my sweetie does his stream right afterward where he talks about plugin development, Lotro plugins. So feel free to ask him any questions you like as well. So, all right, let's see. I've got both of those. Oh, hey. Nice. Kenny is on. Awesome. All right, so I'm also going to pick up my Hobbit present. So they had talked, I don't know, like they've talked periodically about redoing the Hobbit present idea and how this functions and what the rewards are. So at some point, I expect this will change. But until it changes, the current thing is you every day get a silver present. So I'm going to click on that and get my silver present. So I got a minor potion of morale and 20 virtue XP. So it just shows up in your inventory. Then once a week, if you're a VIP, on Thursdays, you get a gold present for free. And then anybody at any time, I believe, can pay 8 mithril coins or 2 mithril coins to get an additional present, which I have occasionally done when it's the, like, sometimes they'll do a festival and there'll be special goodies that you're getting that are themed, like the Yule Festival, sometimes they do that. And so sometimes I will buy an extra one. But not today. Today is not that day. All right, so I have my campsite set to the hill. What are we wearing today? You know, we are wearing our cold weather outfit because we've been questing out in colder zones, and maybe I should change my outfit. Oh my goodness, that is what my armor looks like. Wow, that's kind of hideous. Let's see what else I got. That's another good questing outfit. Hey, it's the same hat, but I did it in orange and green. I didn't realize, apparently that's my questing hat. That's a good summer outfit, but I feel like, you know, Halloween festival stuff. No, that's a good winter outfit. Look at that. That looks like nice and cozy. Oh, that's another nice and cozy outfit. That's kind of cute. This is a fun adventuring outfit when we've been out and about, and I'm like, I don't want anybody to know who I am. But I guess I could, it doesn't look quite the same. Yeah, no, I'll probably leave it like that. And that's a kind of, let's put that on for the moment. That's my, like, it's a little bit of a Halloween outfit. It's kind of cute. It's got a little bear head. So that's kind of adorable. And then it's got bats on the rest of this. This is all bat themed. So this is the cloak of the bat, I think, and the tunic of the bat, perhaps. Let's take a look. I have it in my wardrobe. Spooky robe of the bat is that one. Spooky cloak of the bat. Oh no, I'm wearing a different one then. What's this one called? I don't recall. You know what? Let's just go to the festival and we'll go take a look. So there is a festival barterer there. We're going to have a little chat with her and see what she's got for sale. Now, I think Hot tea feels good. I think I have purchased everything that I want to purchase this festival. Let's go double check. So I'm a hunter, and so I have this wonderful little ability to set a campsite fire as like a, basically kind of like a group milestone. So I can take myself and my entire fellowship to that campsite, which is a pretty neat thing. So, and there happens to be one here at the hill, which is fantastic. Super perfect for, you know, when you are doing festival. So you can see, we can gaze across the Shire. Hello, kitty cat. You being silly. And see all these gorgeous views. And then we can look up here, and the Bag End is up there. And then we've got the party tree down here. So we're going to head down by the party tree and take a look. Oh, you know, do I have... This is a good mount, too, actually. It's a good... It's a good Halloween mount. Just not sure how Halloween-y I feel like creating my outfit to be at this time. You know what I mean? All right, let's take a look here, though. Hey, Rosa Hornblower. Sorry, I just ran into you. All right, so Rosa has a quest that I'm going to pick up. And this is the Wrapper quest, which is every festival has one of these quest givers with a quest like this, where it's basically like, hey, go participate in the festival, go have a good time. Goodness, cats are flying through the air. So I'm going to grab that. And then she has a series of other quests. So let me show you what she's got for me here. So we've just gotten the Spirited Harvest, which is go do 10 things. And then once we have done a Spirited Harvest 3 times, that finishes a Bountiful Harvest, and I'm on the intermediate one. So I go do that 3 times, and then I finish that. And finishing the Bountiful Harvest actually finishes this Fortune of Harvest Festival, Fortune of Harvest Spirit quest, which gives me other goodies. So once you finish each one of these, then like this intermediate one will switch to a final one. So you got like all these cool wrappers give me like 1,000 virtue experience and 400 figments of splendor, like some good stuff. Oh, before I forget, up above my head over here, you'll see some information about Extra Life. I forgot to put the little doodles up. And maybe I should do that real quick. Okay, sweet. My partner in crime over here will keep an eye on it for me. So if you decide you wish to participate and donate for Extra Life, you can click on a link that just showed up. Hey, thank you, honey. So Extra Life is an organization. They raise money for children's hospitals in the U.S. And so you could support my Extra Life drive at that link that's there. I went ahead and joined the SSG team, so Standing Stone Games Community team. So anything you donate goes towards the team goal as well. And let me see, those numbers are too little for me to look at. So we have a team goal of 30,000, of which we've already raised 17,000, which is fantastic. 17,600. I have a personal goal of 750 that I would like to raise for children's hospitals, and I have already raised 335, so that's cool. Now we're going to have like a 12-hour stream day coming up on Friday, November 3rd. There's going to be a stream here where a bunch of the Lotro streamers and a couple of the SSG employees are going to join in. And hang on just a second. All right, sorry about that. So, yes, we are doing Extra Life right now. Mr. Zanzi, welcome to the chat. Hello. So yes, you can see information about the SSG Extra Life event, lotro.com. There it has all the information, and the cool thing is when you donate for Extra Life through the SSG stuff, well, actually, yeah, anybody on the team, then you can submit a form to Cord and get some goodies. So the post there that, the link that Before has just posted will take you to where that information can be found. And you can learn all about all the fun things you could get. You could get like titles in the game. There's cosmetic pets. There's a couple of cloaks. What am I missing? Pets, titles. Oh, there's a couple housing items too. So it's some fun stuff. So anyway, yeah. So if you have the urge to participate in Extra Life by donating, all sorts of goodies, and there should be all the information you need right there. But if you have any questions, feel free to just pop them in the chat. No worries. Okay, so back to the game. So here we are at Rosa, and she's also the barterer for stuff. So I'm gonna look and see what stuff she has. So, let's see. She has the mounts. Let's look at the mounts and just make sure I have all of them. So Fall Festival steeds. So I've got the Elk of the Forest Spirit. That's the new one for this year. I got that. I didn't get the War Steed versions of the Autumn Sage, but I think I'm okay with that. But I do have the Steed of the Autumn Sage. I have the Steed of the Autumn Traveler. Okay, so I have all of the fall steeds that are available for tokens, for festival tokens. In the new items, this year's theme is the Forest Spirit. So let's go grab that stuff out of the wardrobe again, because I throw everything in my wardrobe until my wardrobe's full. And then I cry. And then I go and I empty things out of my wardrobe that I decide that I'm never going to wear. And so I can put new stuff in there. It is the cycle of a wardrobe maven. All right, so here's like the kind of, not those gloves. Don't pay attention to those gloves. But here's the outfit. So it's the tunic, and then you've got this mantle across here, the little thing, and then don't pay attention to the cloak. That's the wrong cloak. Oh, here, let me put on the right cloak. So there's the cloak that goes with it, and then, but here's the best part of it. Hang, you ready for this? The mask. Watch the face. Boom! Look at that. That thing's gorgeous. So that is, I have not been into the masks that they have available during this festival, but this one's rather gorgeous. So I did pick up this mask on, I'm kind of currently active on Treebeard, which is where we are today, as you can see below me, the words Treebeard there. And then I'm also kind of active on Crick Hollow and Laurelin, and I think I picked that up on all three of them. I need to double check. But yeah, so I've got it definitely here on Treebeard. Okay, so that's the new stuff. The only thing I don't have is I don't have this Forest Spirit goat yet, which is a little cosmetic pet. So we haven't picked that guy up yet, but let's see. Dyes, I probably should stock up. Now, here's a cool thing, if you didn't know this already about festivals, is there's always dyes available. And what they have on offer, you can see there's 4 different ones. Let me scroll that down a little bit. Sorry, I get underneath my little Extra Life banner there. There's 4 dyes available. And I just realized you might not have been able to see the face. You probably could. If you couldn't see it, let me know, and I'll put it back up. Yeah, I know I took over your cat bed with a box of tissues. Sorry. There you go. Got to pause for cat. Station pause for cat identification. Do you want me to move that blanket? Or are you happy with that? You just walking around? Oh, I know what you want. You want my lap, don't you? Let's see what I could do. But I'm a little close to the table right now. She likes to crawl under my lap onto a footstool that I have under here, but she only likes to do it if there's a blanket there. And she could be like half on my lap and half on the footstool. Well, there we go. She's just going to sit next to me for the moment over here. Hi, sweetie. This is Kato, by the way. She is the smaller of our kitty cats. And then Casper was the one who was outside crying about something. Yeah, you know what? That blanket's just going to go. There you go. Now you have the top if you want it as well. All right. So anyway, so they have dyes available. And 2 of the dyes will be available for festival tokens. And they come in packs of 6, which is great. So you're paying 20 festival tokens in this case for 6 of these Twilight Purples or 6 of the Autumn Leaf dyes. And then the other 2, so in this case the Ashen Glades Green and the Imladris Fallen Leaf. Those are available for mithril coins. Now, I don't tend to spend mithril coins on buying dies. I love dies, but I don't tend to spend my mithril on them. So I will make sure I stock up on the 2 that are available for the festival tokens this year, because next year they'll swap. So I can get the other 2 next year for the festival coins. So that's my kind of like modus operandi. So just letting you know that that's a thing you can do, and it's a nice way to not have to spend mithril, but you get all the cool dies. Just make sure you buy as much as you want for, like, you know, the next 2 years. Okay, so these are the cosmetic pets, and looks like I've got all but the newest one. Okay. And let's see what it dies. Cosmetic clothing. Oh, these are gift boxes. This is really cool. So a lot of the cosmetic items that you get, the hauberks and the cloaks and all of that, are only, they're bound to your account. So you can't give them away to kin members. You can't put them in the auction house, any of that business. So if you ever want to give somebody a very specific thing, you can get one of these gift wrapped boxes. The box is not bound. So then you just buy, you know, the autumn leaf mail shoulders gift wrapped, and that's not bound. And it's the same price as what you would buy for the regular, so it's no savings, but you can then at least you can give that off to somebody. Now, some of them have like a selection. Mask traveling rose. These look like they're all very specific ones, but sometimes some festivals will have like a selection gift box. So it's like one of the Yule Festival, blah, you know, whatever category, whatever theme that was, and you get to choose whether you want the, you know, the hauberk or the gloves or the whatever. So that's kind of cool. Now there's also all the festival steeds available, and you could get them for mithril coins if you want to spend the money on that. Sometimes I do, because there's a particular amount that I'm just like, it really matches with the way my character is looking at the time. But I don't feel strongly today. So we're going to skip those for now. Sometimes there's a deed that you can complete by having each one of a particular category. I haven't really started working on that though. So, and let's see. That's funny. The Essence Reclamation Scroll, is this not available anymore? You do not have the correct items to barter. That's funny. I think that means it's not available. It's an old thing. Okay, so tunics, trousers, dresses, and outfits. So this is going to be everything through the years. So this is like the new Tunic of Force Spirit, but then we've got like the vestments of the Autumn Sage, which I'm telling you, this is one of the best cosmetic outfits in this whole game. Like, they knocked it out of the park when they made this one. Man, that one is so good. That was like 2 or 3 years ago, because it dyes so fantastically. Like, pick a color and it's just, I love the fade on it. It's just, oh my gosh, that thing is so gorgeous. Let's see what else they got. They've got the Tunic of the Leaf Turner. Oh, I could reset to, otherwise they'll all come out that color. These are the basic colors that they come in. So these are the, oh, you can't see the trousers, but there you can with the tunic. There we go. So there's the tunic and trousers of the Autumn Traveler. So you have to buy them each separately. But I just did that one in green. It was one of my favorites for a long time. Let's see. Oh, this traveling robe of the Autumn Wanderer is also really good, and it dyes up very, very nicely. You know, I'm just going to leave the dye on, whatever. So there's the Autumn Leaf Mail hauberk, and here's the dress version. I think this one doesn't look good with that dark green. It looks too bright, but I think it looks good with like a more muted color. Yeah, I think that one can have some really nice looks to it. Although the indigo on that looks actually kind of nice. I bet you if you're into red, woohoo, look at that. It's bright. It looks good though. Let's see what else we got. The dress of the Honorian Autumn. Oh, let me reset that one because it's normally black. And it looks really good in black, actually. It also looks good in a lot of other colors. But its original color of black is actually quite good. Let's see, the robe of the Autumn Sun is just so cheery. Spooky robe of the bat we looked at before. The Harvest brew things crack me up. So this is the long sleeve tunic and trousers, because you see it's got kind of like almost like a bracers or an undershirt going on there. And then you can have it with the short sleeves where you don't have a sleeve going on. Otherwise, I think it's identical. The dress, I really want to like the Harvest Brew stuff, and then every time I'm like, it's just not my jam. Just too bad, because I think they're cute. There we go. Oh, tunic and trouser of the Autumn Nights. That's what I'm wearing at the moment. There's also the gown of the Autumn Nights. Maybe I'll put that on. Just not sure what I want to wear. You know what I mean? Just not getting excited about all of them at the moment. All right, let's see what's the next category. Cosmetic weapons and shields, shoulder pieces and footwear. Oh, here's the hat that goes with that dress that I think is so amazing. It's called the Autumn Sage. That's the category. So this is the cowl and hat. Technically, it's a shoulder slot, I believe. You know, the autumn leaf mail shoulders are actually quite nice too. I don't do shoulders very often. And that, look at that mantle of the gloaming autumn. It's like big poofy sleeves. I like the mantles that look like scarves. I have fun with those. All right, and then we got the cloaks. So let's see. Oh, they're not going to show through with that mantle on. Hang on, let me reset. All right. There, let's get some cosmetic bee wings. That one cracks me up. Little bee wings. Or you could have raven wings. Like, it's so cute. And then Cloak of the Autumn Sage. That one's nice. It's like leaves. It's really pretty. Hooded version. This one I like a lot too. And it dyes up really nicely. So it's kind of like the split open in the back. I think that looks kind of cool. And we've got the Cloak of the Autumn Wanderer, which again has like kind of a, this one has like a feathery look. We've got the Autumn Leaf Mail cloak, which goes nicely with that leaf mail dress. There's the Gloaming Autumn. You could have a shield on your back. The Autumn Sun is really pretty, and it goes nicely with the outfit, with the dress. Or I guess it's a robe, sorry, with the robe. Spooky Cloak of the Bat. Harvest Brew Cloak. Again, I mean, it makes me laugh every time, but I just never wear it. Oh, so it's the Autumn Nights. That's what I'm wearing. And Turning Leaves, Falling Leaves, Cloak of the Boar, Cloak of the Raven. That's true. I could do like the Raven mask and the Cloak of the Raven on the back or something. That's an idea. And then we have all these hats and masks. And I've really never been a mask person for this game. Like, I just don't know how to wear these. But that would go nicely with that cloak. So that's a possibility if I want to run around in like a costume. Here's the goblin mask. I don't like it. The boar head mask, the raven mask. The raven one's kind of cool. It's got a little point at the top. Pipe festival. I'm just not into the masks. So don't take my assessment on all of these. Like, if you're into masks, you probably enjoy some of these. It's just not my jam. And there's the Harvest Brew circlet. That thing is just massive. Just does not look Hobbit size. Hey, honey. The cat is back. And now the handhelds I am a fan of. As you might notice, I'm carrying a stein of some sort. I'm not actually carrying that. I'm sad that it shows up. But there's the beer stein, or a basket of apples, or gourd. Now, I like the gourd, but it looks like I've got my hand just shoved in the middle of it. I think if it cosmetically looked different, I would use it more often. But the fact that my hand is like sticking in the middle of it just is odd. The pretzel I use a lot. I carry the pretzel around a lot. Now the housing items, you've got some various things like, and you can't preview these in the game. There is a website you can go to. In fact, I'm drinking out of their mug. Deco de Miu is a website, and they have every Lotro housing item that exists on their website, and they've taken pictures from different angles and stuff, and you can kind of see what the what it would look like actually in a house. So that's kind of cool. So if you're looking at any of these on this list and you're like, man, I wonder what that laugh bear with Stein looks like, you can just go and look it up. So that's nice. Some of my favorite things in here, though, the autumnal apple tree is a somewhat more recent addition, maybe last year, and that's really nice. It's like this really big orangey red tree, and then it's like a basket of apples on the ground next to it. So that's really nice. The wooden beaver statue I think is so cute. The giant pumpkin is nice. It is pretty big. It's like a big one and then a couple little ones next to it. The sundial is quite nice. It also is significant sized. If you want to come lay down, you're just going to have to come lay down, honey. Yeah, you want me to spread out the blanket a little better? You're not going to be able to get underneath very easily, though, I'm afraid to tell you. But there we go. If you want to come lay down. So these, this painting of a watchful warg and the watchful goblin, you can actually get those inside the haunted burrow when you open up those chests. Occasionally those come out as a benefit. So if you're looking for those, keep an eye on the chests, and then also you can check like the auction house or your kin mates or stuff, because sometimes you just end up with a huge pile of those things. So people are often willing to trade the way. So then every festival also, they have these different maps. You thought about it and changed your mind, didn't you? You're so funny. And there's a deed associated with just like possessing the map, just having it in your inventory. So what you can do is you can buy, you know, the 4 maps at this festival, and then the 4 at the next one, and the 4 at the next one. So throughout the year, you accumulate them all, and then you just have each one of your characters you can share with your kinmates, etc., and you just kind of pass them around, and everybody gets the deed, which is kind of fun. More housing items. Where is the one there's a couple other ones I really like. Oh, the cauldron. I can't remember if I like the cauldron or not, but the long burning candle stands, those are gorgeous, and I tend to stock up on a whole bunch of those. They've got like 4 candles, and they're all kind of dripping and stuff. They look really good. The potions table down here is also really nice. It's similar. It's just like the ones that are inside the haunted burrow, but you can put that in your own house, so that's really cool. The decorative gourds. It's a trio of 3 little gourds, and it's a housing item, and you could just plop it down. When you click on it, there's a surprise. So that one I like because it's interactive. Let's see. We've got the birch tree, ancient birch tree. That one's nice. Ginger cat on a cushion and white shirt cat on a cushion. I just got those the other day. And then the sleeping brown cat. I can't remember if he moves around. No, I think he just lays still. I think it's all the other ones that move around. Consumables, these are the same things that you get in the haunted burrow. But if you want to work on the deed, or you want to have more of them because you're like, man, I just love calling down a flock of birds on people, you know, you can pick up more of them, and then you have them in your pocket to use on people. Let's see, there's some emotes. Oh, boo. There's the where you go boo. I'll show you here in a second. And then instruments, Guide to the Cowbell, and the Lonely Mountain Bassoon, which I think I have one of those already. Okay, so we're probably doing pretty good here on stuff to buy. Here, let's do a little emote real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, if you donate to Extra Life, I'll do a Hobbit flip in the game too. There's Boo. Tell you if that's not silly. The Boo, I mean, not the Hobbit flip. I mean, the Hobbit flip is cute as heck too. All right, so let's go do, all right, actually, you know what? Let's go to Westmead. So last week, we spent a bit of time hanging out here. That guy's carrying a caber. Well, that's awesome. Good job. Last week we spent a bit of time running around here, just like that, and doing the various quests that were available here at the Haunted Burrow, and going inside the Haunted Burrow, which is just below Bag End. Bag End is up there. So there's a second area where we can do a whole bunch of quests, and that is Westmead. So I thought we would go run over there. Now what's Bingo want? Let's check. Oh, we're still working on the ghost stories with him. Oh, I'll do that off stream so I don't spoil that for anybody. Okay. I'm going to take this pony right here. So you click on it and you get like a bar, you know, an induction bar. And then you're dropped off here in Westmead. And there's no, it's like, it exists somewhere. So you can't get here just by like riding across land. And in fact, if you go out this way, you end up back at the party tree. Oh, happy Harvest Festival to you. Wow, thanks. So this is the area of Westmead. And yes, you'll see flocks of bats go flying around from time to time. We've got a variety of different areas, but you've got like this kind of stone path, stone lined path. And you can see on the ground, it kind of is like, it seems like the kind of thing that, you know, is a main thoroughfare. Hang on, let me go look at Bingo. I think I finished over here. Yeah, okay. Bingo Boffin is at the Harvest Festival, and he has 2 quest chains that you can do with him, because they're one was created one year, and then the following year they created the second one, and to come with Westmead. So you could do them independently, you could do them at the same time, it doesn't matter. You pick both of them up from Bingo out by the party tree, and then it comes this way. Egg Arthur points out that apparently it's called a cauldron of bats, and larger groups would be called a colony of bats. I did not know that, so there we go. Thank you for the new knowledge. All right, so we'll watch for these colonies or potential cauldrons of bats flying by. I mean, that was a lot of bats, though that might have been a colony. Hard to say. All right, so the quest givers that you have here, there's a handful of them. You've seen, I've got some rings on the map here. So let's take a look at what we got. So this is Begonia Grub, and she's also at the party tree, and she's also in every neighborhood right now, because she has this quest, which is go collect treats while you're in costume. So we'll go ahead and pick that up just to clear that ring. What I normally do is I go over here to Hallinard Muntz, and he has 2 quests, and I pick up both of those. So his first one is he is making Fognoggin Ale, and he wants us to try his new and hopefully improved Fognoggin. And once you've had sufficient time to reckon with its complex flavor, tell me what you think of it. And he hopes he's got the balance right. Haha, we have some raiders from Der Ahaltinar arriving. Well, welcome to the stream. I apologize for my stuffy sounding self. I am stuffed up. So it is legit. We're hanging out in Westmead at the moment during the Harvest Festival in Lotro, and checking out what we got going on there. So what the hell have you been up to today, Raiders? All right, so Hallinard has a second one. Gourds and Goblins. He says, the goblins have returned to Westmead. He's like, I thought we had driven the last of them to Mount Graham, but it seems the draw of the Harvest Festival has proven too great. So you take up a club and you whap these gourds that are painted to look like goblin faces. All right, so we'll accept that. Now, before we can run off, though, we do have to sample the Fognoggin Ale. So we're going to try a sample of that. Here we are, drinking away. You get your induction bar, so you want to wait till you're done drinking. And it's like, whoa, what is in that draft? Now, I have turned post-processing effects off at the moment, so you can actually see the screen. But what it does is it makes the screen all funky, and you'll notice that my screen is shifting back and forth. That is part of the effect. So we have to, one of our objectives here is to shake off the effects of the Fognoggin Ale. So one of the ways in which we can do that is by running over here by this bat. What sort of vile illusion is this? Sudden terror grips you and you feel more alert. Greetings from Germany. Oh, hello. Guten Abend from Netherlands. Yeah, it's after 6, isn't it? Oh yeah, just after 6. Otherwise, I should have said good middag. Yes, as before says, greetings from the Netherlands. We are both here together. So, awesome. Let's see. Okay, so let me pick up these other 2 quests. So, were you all playing Lotro over there? I know I've gotten your name wrong before, but I know I've gotten it right before. I forget how to pronounce it. Der Anhaltener. Der Alhaltener? Alhaltener? Alhaltener. Alhaltener. Nee. Duran. Yeah, it's interesting because there are some similar sounds that you get in Dutch and also in German. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, I should be able to put that together. And then I'm like, nope, can't parse it. I could put together pretty long words now, though, or at least piece them out, because I see where the breaks are now, which that's kind of fun. Anyway, all right, so Walric, he wants to do a better job of impressing the hobbits that have come to the Westmead and help them, because they have a frightful lack of spirit. So we're going to help them get into the spirit by trying to scare them and surprise them. And then Iris has 2 quests, one of which I have completed, which is, but this one is Wayward Shadows, which is, she has cats. So we're looking for black cats around the festival. All right, so these gourds that I was talking about, you can't click on them. I mean, I haven't been able to like alt-tab around to them. I guess you can. You can alt-tab around to everything. So it was a Shift F10 is what I'm doing to get around to these things. But anyway, that's one of these things that we're looking. I'm gonna click on this guy. So this is what we're looking for, is this goofy thing here. So it's got like a pointy nose, and they've stuck leaves in to make ears, and they've painted it all stripy. That's the gourd that we want to hit with this bat that they gave us. Now this year, they used to go flying. They go, foo! But this year they just kind of disappear. So don't worry about it. Once you've hit it, you get credit for it. Your induction bar goes around. You're fine. You're totally fine. So I tend to go in this direction. Now let's go see this spider. What sort of vile illusion is this? Sudden terror grips you when you feel more alert. Oh, and actually, I usually pick up the quest on the other 2 first, because then I come over here and get Helenard's thing. And there's a steaming stein. So let's have a drink out of that. That will help. You're not entirely certain if that was coffee, but you feel a bit better. And then let's try to surprise the spiritless hobbit. Here's a stomped shrew. It says, what have so many careless boots wrought? Sudden terror grips you, and you feel more alert. So now I've gotten 4 out of 6 on the Fognoggin Ale. I'm going to surprise this lady. And let's smack this goblin. And let's see, we've already done the shrew. We already saw the bat. Oh, here's another gourd, just to whack. All right, that's 5. So here's a stomped shrew as well, but I think we already got credit for shrews, so yeah, that one doesn't count. But we'll go surprise this hobbit. And we'll surprise this hobbit. Now, often in this tangle of briars is, you'll see there's a ring on my mini map because there is a cat back here. There's often a cat hiding here in these brambles. So if you can find your way in there, you can often find a cat. Now, this is where a lot of people pick up a cat, is over here, because there's a little area with water and it's kind of open so you can see it a bit better. So we'll go talk to the spiritless hobbit. And also the water, cold murky water of the bog seems to help. So that helps me. So I just basically got 3 things towards that. I got the black cat, which just reappeared so I can get it again, and the murky water, and the spiritless hobbit. So I was able to move forward 3 of my quests, so that's handy. Oh, and I see a cat on the move. Now here's an interesting thing. If you're clicking on these cats, and let's say you're competing with it with other people, the first person to click on it will get credit. So that could be a reason why you might want to click on it from your radar or something, or from a distance, and then, you know, click straight to it, because even if you and if another person runs up after you've, like, on your way, you'll get credit for it. So, hello. So there was, does it come back? The ghost of the old old took. So it's a little squirrel, or chipmunk squirrel. It's very cute. Oh, here's another spiritless hobbit. Let's say hi. Now, I need 1 more gourd off to the world. Nope. But thank you. And that should take care of that. So I've gotten all my cats, which, by the way, so there's the cats are often found here and back in those brambles, back by the water. There's one over here in between the trees. And then if I make a U-turn here, there's a big tree right there. So on the other side of that tree, there's often a cat there too. And then if you're looking for the gourds, you find them all over, but right next to Bingo is one. And then along this pathway, you'll often find, like there's one here on the stone wall. There's one here. And then if you come back here and you take this fork, and as you're heading back to Iris and Walrick, there's two along this path. There's one right here, that's one we saw before, and one right there. Those are the two that we saw before. So, hey, I think the scarecrow might be the one that you can barter. All right, so we have finished all of those quests. So I'm going to turn that into Iris, and I'm going to turn this into Walrick. And we're going to go say hi to Hallinard, and we're going to turn these two into him.
How do you do?
I do great things.
Good day.
So you'll notice that I don't have any other rings left here except the maze. So I'm going to talk to you about the maze, but I'm not going to do the maze because I just don't remember how to get through, and I'm too tired. But basically, you'll notice there are 4 quests you can do. 2 of them are finding things in the maze. So finding gourds, and the other one is finding the birds, finding crows. Okay. But the other 2 at the top, there's challenging wheat and there's cheat of the wheat. And what you do with those is you find your way through the maze in the amount of time given. And challenging wheat is your normal, make your way through the maze from beginning to end in the time that you've got. Cheat of the wheat is basically there's like how the wheat is standing there, all the pieces of wheat are standing there, and you'll have like a spot where instead of it being solid, it's a little bit of a gap, and it looks like there's wheat there, but there's not, and you can actually pass in between them and go into the next row. So that's cheat of the wheat, and you have less time, but that's because you can make a more direct way because you're cheating by going through the walls. So those are the things there. Now, there's a deed associated with doing the mazes, and the deed involves there's 5 different mazes though. Each day it switches to the next one. So today might be maze number 1, tomorrow will be then maze number 2, and then it goes through 3, 4, 5, and then it goes back to 1. So you have to do each of them, both in the regular challenging version as well as the cheat version. So that's what you got to do with the maze. Luckily, there are maze maps online that can help you at the Lotra Wiki and at Fibro Jedi and possibly other places. Let me see. Do we have Festival? There we go. So the Lotra.com, he has some guides. Cordovan, the SSG community manager, he went ahead and created a page that kind of goes over the festival in general. And, oops, I don't want to talk to you, sorry. And let me see if I can get a nice perched up view of the maze. There you go. You can kind of see the maze there. Well, you could if I didn't have the extra life thing there. Let me turn that off for a second. There you go. Now you can see the maze a little bit better. So anyway, yeah, there's a general overview of the festival, and then there's guide links at the bottom of Cord's article, and then there's also links there in the chat that I just put for Fibro Jedi's page with the Fall Festival guide, and then the Lotra Wiki festival page with guides on there as well. And so there's maps I'm pretty sure it's on the Lotra Wiki are the best ones, that show you how to get around. And B4 will be talking about this during his stream as well, because he is working on Festival Buddy 2, and that is useful for doing these mazes. for the maze runs. Okay, so well, let's say you're like me, and you're like, I'm done with Festival at Westmead. I've done my 4 quests that I want to do, and I'm going to move on. So the next option is do some bingo, because that'll count. Or you could go back to the party tree and do some of those. Or I think what we should do is we should go back to the neighborhood, and I'll put on a costume, and we will do the trick-or-treating. So let me see. Did I buy a costume with this character? I think I did. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so here's a cool thing is those back at the party tree, there's a character an NPC who sells these costumes that cost you mithril, and they range from like 25 mithril all the way up to like 150. So you've got a wide range of options. And you could get things like Sarah Oakhart, Tom Bombadil. I have the guise of Gandalf the Grey. So if I click on this, here, I'll put that back up. I put on a costume and poof, I'm Gandalf. So now I have a couple of things. Like I've got a little button here that if I click on that, it will take the costume off. While you're in costume, you can run around and do stuff, but you can't get into combat. So if you end up in combat, you I love the moonwalking. If you end up in combat, your costume comes off and you're back to your normal outfit. Okay, we're going to go in here because this is Whitwich neighborhood on Treebeard. And funny enough, we discovered this year they changed, hello, sleeping gray cat. They changed it so that doormats, can go on furniture hooks, yard, maybe not yard, definitely furniture hooks. They can definitely go on furniture hooks. So this house has all of the 8 different mats that you need, because there's 8 different types. You need 6 for the trick-or-treating quest, but if you're going for the deed, you need all of the 8 of them. So when you click on it, you are collecting the treat. So I have collected one, and now I'm collecting a second one. So the funny thing is, I have done all of the deeds involved with this. So normally the treats would show up in my inventory here, but I think it might flicker. We'll see. Does it flicker? No, it just says you cannot take that, because once you've completed the deeds, it won't let you actually take the treats. So that's kind of funny. But it will still let me do the trick-or-treating part. So now, funny thing is, there's a cooldown on each of these. So I have under my skill bar here, there's a cooldown effect on each of these. So don't be greedy. In this case, it says Mad Baggins Gold. Leave some for everyone else. It's a 3-minute duration, and so I would have to wait 3 minutes to go back and do the rotation again. But I just did 6, which is all I need for Begonia Grub. So I'm going to go have a chat with her. Egg Arthur has checked, and the mats go on doormats, mobile doormats, and furniture hooks. I didn't think it would go on wall hooks. I think I tried that, and it was like a no. No walls. No treats on the walls. Egg Arthur says, what are mobile doormats? Sounds like a slip hazard. It has to do with the Erebor housing. When Erebor housing was brought in, there was something about the hooks and how they had to be, a special hook kind had to be created, which is the mobile hooks. So mobile doormat, mobile yard item. I think it's all yards related though. So yeah. I know Scenario talked about it when Erebor housing was coming out. But they're working on consolidating things, so if something could only go into a mobile yard hook, now yard hooks are yard, mobile yard, etc. The hooks are being converted to be able to accommodate more things, or the hooks are being converted to be like furniture hook instead of small furniture, large furniture, large rug or floor, small floor. Because remember, you used to have rugs that can only go in one size and not the other size, and now it's all just like it's a floor, it's a floor. If it goes on the floor, it can go on the floor. If it's furniture, it can go on furniture. In fact, I don't even know if floor exists anymore. I think maybe they still exist, but they basically take the same thing. We can go take a look at my house here in a second. I'm going to turn in this treats and trickery
Good day.
quest. She's like, oh, how grand that my plan has come off. Tell me all about it. Which treats did you get? Did you try any of them? I must hear everything. I'm going to go ahead and take off this costume. And then let's go to my house. We're going to go to one of my premium houses. I don't have an Erebor house. That is, it was funny, I was in a conversation about this recently. That is the one type of housing that just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't get me excited. And I think it's just the dwarven thing. I just don't really connect with the dwarves in terms of housing and style and all of those things. So yard has been basically combined. So there's no small and large yard, but there is still the huge and the enormous, which are only found in some places. But all those previous yard items are all combined. So that's nice because there used to be small and big and you had to really choose. Here's the doormat. And let's see. Allowed categories. Doormat. Okay. I can't put anything else there? I thought I could put a rug there. Not yet. Perhaps. Inside. Oh, we do still have floor. But it used to be... Oh, allowed category. Furniture. Okay. So the floor hooks still exist, but they take furniture items. That's nice. And furniture hooks exist, and they take furniture. Wall hooks exist, and they take wall. Furniture hooks exist, and they take furniture. Light takes light. What else we got here? I have a lot of decorating to do in this house, you can see. But it makes finding the hooks really easy. Yeah, so I think that's it. We got ceiling takes ceiling. Furniture takes furniture. So, yeah, so let me see. My shared storage. Let me grab some of my housing stuff. Housing. So, like, the Sears orb is now a furniture item, a yard item, or a mobile yard item. So that covers, basically, like, for this house, as an example, it covers the furniture hooks, the floor hooks, the yard hooks, and the mobile yard hooks of Erebor. So I think that's what they've done, is they basically converted things to do like that style. So like the that's what Scenario was working on at one point. So like the orange flower box can fit in furniture or yard or mobile yard, and so I think that's what it is everything's been given additional properties. So this is probably furniture yard, mobile yard. This is just wall. Furniture yard, mobile yard, probably wall. Yeah, wall. Furniture yard, mobile yard. So you can kind of see what they've done in that regard. And I know at one point he was talking about maybe doing some consolidation regarding the wall stuff. Now, it used to be there used to be a couple different wall types, weren't there? It was a while ago. But that's all been combined to just single wall. But I know Scenario was talking about maybe switching that out and maybe allowing things to go on the walls, but I think he decided against that for some reason. So, speaking of, there's my walls. This is my favorite wallpaper. It's, you get it during the summer festival. And, hang on, hello, it's going to be back here. It is the Summerfest wall. That's the one I like. And I also like how you can put different colors behind it. So you can decorate the wall with the wallpaper, and then you can decorate it with colors. So I have a green here. Let's see, this is yellow but no wallpaper. That's just a cubby hole. I did green again here. Apparently I like it with the green. What do I have down here? Oh, I have a pink. And then I did like a brown, or I don't think it's brown, maybe ochre or something like that. And then another pink here. And did I do another color? I think I did another color up here. Here's another pink. Some more pink. I was just going what I had on me. At some point I might swap out some colors for different things. But yeah. So I like how it makes the room look very different depending on what color you put in with it. I think the blues and the greens actually are some of my favorites though with it. Although the yellow is quite good. I should get some more of it and put it in there. Anyway, okay. Enough of playing with the house. Let's go back to the party tree. Let's go back to the party. All right, so, okay, I have done 5 festival activities. So I could go back to Westmead and do a couple things in the maze, but generally what I do is I go and I do the 4 in Westmead that we did before, and then I'm going to do the Ale Association and the In League here, and then I'll do, like, Holdfast Burrow because he's got, here, I'll just show you. He gives you virtue experience, and it's basically the same route that I've been running every other time. So we'll just run this route and you'll see. So we go in, and this is the same path I ran last time on last week's stuff. So there's that. And then we go in here, and the bone pile is the one back here kind of by where the guy comes out of when if you pull the chain. And here we go. And then we're going to go back over here through the cobweb wing. And this is the part where it kind of chains together, because to get out from here, you kind of have to go from the cobweb wing to the, is it crawling wing? Creepy crawly ring, something like that. And then through the basement, and then through the main, and back out. So if I'm going to do all that, I might as well just grab everything on my way. Which is why I tend to do these quests where they just chain together like that. And you may notice that I'm kind of grabbing things through the walls, because I can. It makes it easier. And, oh, hey, did I check in the... I don't think I've checked the chest today. I have not. Let's check this. This one you can check every 24 hours. Like, it's a literal 24-hour cooldown. So it's not like, you know, 24 hours, but it resets at the time. No, it's like 24 hours. So, oh, speaking of, though, the items that you can pick up while you're running around in here, I'll show you when I get out of here. I got 2 of the bird seeds, consumables that I can use on other people, and then 1 turn back sign that I could place. Oh, I'm done here. Actually, you know what? We're going to go run over here and we'll grab these, because these reset once an hour. And these give you tokens. Once in a while, I think they drop other things too, but they're pretty token heavy. Now, I am done with Holdfast stuff. I found all of his things. So I could go back out the way I came and go through the main part of the burrow. But here's a cool thing, is I can actually go through this door, mystery door, and I'm in the burrow. Like, I'm in Bag End. The hardest part of this is that, oh, I did it again. All I had to do was turn around and I'm at the door. Ta-da! So that's a faster way to get out, because I just want to go down and turn this into Holdfast. So my plan here is we're going to do 10 quests and get stuck on the oven. Here, let's turn this into Holdfast.
A lovely day,
okay, so there's that. And then, let's see, I'm going to do... Oh, yeah, I wanted to do the In League and the Ale Association. And I do them in this order. I do the Ale Association first, because it's going to drop my In League reputation. And if I want to go and do stuff at the In League, it's usually higher reputation In League that I need than Ale Association. Because if I'm going to do anything at the Ale Association, it's usually lower reputation needed. So I do the Ale Association first, because it's going to raise my ale but drop my In League. But then I go and do the In League one, and it drops my ale association, but it raises my in-league. So that way I end up with the in-league the higher between the two. It should even out, but because you end up with like it goes down by 500, but it goes up by 900. That was cool. I was in midair when it hit me. That was awesome. Alright, so I did go through all of the details on how to go through this last time. We're going to scare this hobbit. So if you want a more detailed dialogue of how to get through here, watch my stream from last week, because I was a lot more detailed. Oops, I gotta go play a trick on this girl. Than I am being this week. And most of that's because I'm just not feeling that great. So my plan as it is I'm going to do my 6 festival activities. And then, oops, got caught on this door. Let's see if we can get somewhere where we can actually see again. Okay, so there's this, so annoying. There's this area right here, this area effect where you can't see. Everything goes black when you go through it. So yeah, if you hit it right, you're basically running. So, okay, so here's my plan. So like this, I'm going to go forward and then I'm going to make a sharp right U-turn. So if I do it, it's okay because there I'm out of it, you know, because it ends there and now I see where I'm going again and that's fine. But every once in a while, like just now, I hit it funny and end up, yeah.
I am at your service.
Okay, so there we go. So you see, so my reputation went up, so I went down. But now we'll go talk to
Stay
her.
and have some tea.
Hers is a lot more straightforward. We just go in and grab the ale and come back out. Anyway, so my plan is I'm going to do my 10. Do my 10 festival activities. And then I am going to kick it over to B4 and he can start his stream. But I've got a few minutes because this will be number 8. So we're carrying the wine. Carry the wine, carry the wine, carry the wine, carry the wine out the door. First time I did this quest, I could not figure it out because I got to her and I'm like, here you go, here's the wine. And she's like, and I could not set the wine down to her. So once that's done, then you click on her and you click finish now and it goes. So that's clear. Yes, I know my reputation changed. Thank you very much for telling me. Okay, so let's do, let's do Polo Proudfoot. This one goes pretty fast because we're just going to go to the attic. Oh, hey. Zayman. I'll bet she's not immune. I know who that is. I have run away. All right, so I'm going to go to the attic, do this little thing. So these are the chains I was talking about. So the bones that you click on earlier are over here, and the dude is right here. So that's what I was talking about. Rattle, clack, I'm coming for you. So you have to attack the monster, but it's just a hobbit playing a silly prank. He's like, oh no, stop hitting me. You know what? I'm going to do one of the quests that I don't normally do because I want to show you, if you are doing all 3 of these. So the guy that we just talked to get that quest, Paulo Proudfoot there, he,
Hello there.
he has, I like the hair. So do the birds. Very nice. Anyway, so he has a trio of quests. There's the rattling, that's in the attic. There's the roaring maw, that's in the cobweb wing. And then there's the wailing, which is in like the one after that. So you can do them, but you can't combine them. You have to come in, turn the one in, go to the next one. Come in, turn in, go to the next one. So the attic one is the easiest one because the attic is so simple to get in and get out. Like, boom, boom, you're done. The roaring maw is the one that is the most annoying in the sense that there's no quick way from there back out. Now, to get into it, you can do it quickly. So you go like you're going to go to the attic like normal. And then instead of going into the attic, you act like you came out of the attic and you're continuing your path and you go straight here. Okay, so we're here. Oh, we gotta get hit by a spider first. Hang on. All right, zoomity zoom. And the guy is, we do like a U-turn off to the left. So he's in this cute little room here. And we click on the jar of honey. So it's just like the guy with the chains. But he's dressed up as a bear and he's trying to be all scary. And we smack him. Now, I'm going to use this little button, just like Arthur says. I always use my burrow exit port on the Roaring Maw, and that's what we're going to do. Because this is the one that takes the longest to get back out, because you got to go from here to through here, back through here. It's like it takes forever. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. So that exit button resets like every half hour. I think you got a 30-minute cooldown on that. Totally worth it to get back out here for this guy. And then I could pick up the next one and go do that if I wanted to. Arthur says, yeah, unless I'm only doing 2 combat quests, in which case you do the whaling instead. Yeah. Because the whaling you can get into... Oh, blimey, I don't remember what's the shortcut. Oh, I do. Here, I'll show you all the shortcut real quick for the whaling one.
Hello there.
Just because I like you all.
You a moment?
Okay, so you go back in like you're going in like normal. And then you go like you're going towards the back, but you don't. And right before the bookshelf, it's the creeping wing. He's here. You boom, you come in, and it's a U-turn off to the right this time. You've got a candle. And our little guy's going to come out from over here. Ooh, spooky. Now, you'll notice that other person was just over here, and they are possibly doing the same quest. And now the little guy runs off. So if, let's say I had clicked on the candle, but she had clicked on his ring, she would get credit for the combat, not me. So, it's kind of like, most of the time people are cool and will be nice about it. And like, if you got there first, I'll let you do it and go on with it. But sometimes you have to sometimes things happen. So you just wait and the candle will come back and you click on it again. But just be aware that that can be a thing, that even though you may have clicked on the candle, somebody else can click on the quest. And if you help them out, if you didn't click the ring on the quest, you don't get credit. You still have to do it. But sometimes I will help somebody if there's like a low level, like a level 5 or somebody in here trying to do it. And it's like, because I've been in here as a level 5 and almost died. So sometimes I'll give them a little hand, like stand in the back and be like, boom, shoot a little arrow or something. So now the only thing I don't like about this one though is, yes, we are closer to the end because we're going to go out here. Excuse me. And we're in the basement, so we got to go all the way through the basement. And then we got to go all the way through the main burrow. So for me, it's not worth it. If I have other quests I can just do instead. It's just not worth it. So, all right. And then I'm out. Now, I'm also a hunter. So actually, what I really would have done is just ported myself out to the top of the hill. And then rode back over. Day, isn't it? I've timed it, though. It takes about the same amount of time. So it's not necessarily much of a savings, but it feels better. Let's see. Do I have any more consumables? Oh, maybe I don't. I have my Gandalf. Oh, yeah. I was going to show you all the costume, especially because before I stepped away. So he's not quite ready for streaming. So Begonia is where you get, by the way, when you first, when the festival first starts, you want to talk to Begonia because she'll give you the treat mat. She's basically like, hey, do you want to participate in this whole trick-and-treating thing? And you're like, yeah. And so like she'll be like, cool, here's a treat mat, put it in your house. And she doesn't give you the mat so much as she gives you this doormat in a box. So you don't know which one it's going to be. But cool fact, doormat in a box is tradable. It is not bound. Once you open it, the mat is bound. So if you have somebody who's like trying to find one of those things, you can just give them your boxes if you want. Now, maybe you are like really want to find a very specific one. Unfortunately, you can't do that, but you can buy more of the doormat in a boxes here for 24 festival tokens. So it's not a great bargain, but you could get more. Or you can create an alt and come over here and get the quest from her, get another box, create another alt. Like on this server, I have like 13 characters. So we have all of the treat mats like multiple times over, which is great. Yes, Egg Arthur says it feels better to to be in the burrow and just port out and then ride over because it bolsters my sense of hunter superiority because everybody knows hunters are the best, of course. Except for before we'll say well minstrels or bestrels. I do love being a hunter though. Man, the travel skills are just fantastic. Like it's so hard to beat the travel skills. But okay, so oh yeah, I was gonna show you. So Mogo over here, Mogo Brace Girdle.
I'm pleased to be of service.
He's the guy who has all those outfits I was talking about, those costumes that you can buy for mithril coins. Hang on just a second. I'm sorry. Bah. Sorry about that. So yes, the costumes. They cost mithril coins, and so what I did when I first started with saving up for these was I would save up my Locher points, and then or buy Locher points when they were on sale, and then buy mithril coins with Locher points when the mithril coins are on sale, which is very rare. So it's just one of those things that like you pay attention for, right, and get it when it comes up because it's not very often. And then I had mithril coins, and that's why I have so many. So the different costumes you can get, and like I said, they range significantly in price. There's some 25s. Where are they? Skorgrim Dowerhand, Sarah Oakheart. Those are 25. For 50, you can get Mordrith, Karsgar, Durin the Sixth, and Goldberry, and Gandalf the Grey, which is why I bought Gandalf the Grey because it was only 50. Let's see, and then for 75, you can get Gandalf the White. Got to pay a little extra. Saruman, Gollum, and is anybody else for 75? No. And then if you go up to 100, you've got the Witch King of Angmar, which is huge, by the way. And then for 125, you can get Tom Bombadil. And the Tom Bombadil one is delightful. He like skips as he's running around. I mean, you saw as I was dressed up as Gandalf, right? As I kind of gliding my way around. But Tom Bombadil, like, for real, skips, and it's fantastic. Okay, so I think that's all of the quests we're going to do. Here, let's moonwalk our way out of here. So yeah, so when Gandalf walks, or actually let me walk him. So see, he's walking, he's got the staff going. Like, it's really good. I think they've done some fantastic things with these animations. And then if I'm running, doom, 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 he still sticks his staff down and uses it to run. So good stuff. Yes, so that's why I have 15 characters on this server. Exactly. Yeah, Egg Arthur says, mathematically, the number of boxes necessary to get all 8 treat doormats is known as the coupon collector's problem. On average, it takes 22 boxes to get all 8 mats. So if I have 13 characters, and each one collects a box, so that over the course of 2 years, that'd be 26. Therefore, I've hit 22, and I would have all 8, plus extra. Now, actually, what it is that we, as a collective, kind of worked on it together because, you would end up with stuff, and then you're like, hey, I'm missing a Mad Baggins Gold. Anybody got one? And they're like, yeah, I've got 3, but I don't have any of the Ent Bark. You're like, oh, I've got 2 of those. So yeah, it's handy to have like a collective. Does the mat quest cool down faster than the festival? No, you can only get the mat quest once per festival. And we could pop back over there, but I'm pretty sure Let's run our Gandalf over there. Whoa! The way he jumps is so funny. Whoa! Don't understand it. Oh yeah, here's Begonia. Let's see, 2 months and 19 days. It says. So yeah, I think it's every festival because I seem to recall that like I get into the festival and I'm like, and then the ring is back. So you'd want to pick it up before the festival's over if you want to stack up on. Get a stack of those. Now I have a stack of them, so I think I'm good. Let me double check. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that I haven't even opened yet, and then I have the ones I have opened in here, I think. So yeah, I've got 2 Ent Barks, 2 Licorice Twists. I'm not sure. Oh, you probably didn't use any of mine in that house. Yeah, so anyway, they are bound once they're open. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So these are, yeah, bind to account on acquire. So yeah, but like I said, as a collective, we just had them all, so we're okie dokie. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let's see. We've got festival is still happening next week. And so we'll do some more of that. Oh, I haven't talked to Rosa Hornblower. Hello. The whole point of that is to turn in my wrapper. Almost forgot. So yeah, so next week we'll do more festival. If you have something specific you want me to do, definitely let me know. If you just want to see, you know, Gandalf doing his his side walking the whole time, that's cool. Oh, we could do like the In-League or Ale Association run if somebody wants to see that. So we've got options. Yeah. So, oh, and then there's also little bits and bobs here and there. Like there's the dances and the places where you do the dances. Each one of those has something you can collect, like this apple tub. And then you turn in what you just collected for festival tokens. So that's kind of fun. You know, a little bartering thing going on there. So yeah, so we could do those next week if you want also. So many things we could see and do. So, all right. Well, I'm going to call it there for me. B4 is coming on next. He's going to be doing work on the Festival Buddy plugin, covering a bunch of the things that we were just looking at, actually. So if you have anything you want to talk about with plugins, your time is coming, let me tell you. Oh my gosh, I loaded in here the other day and none of these doors showed up. It was really weird. I was like, I'm stuck. It was so bizarre. Okay. Anyway. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Stay connected to the Hobbit side of your heart. Take care of each other, and I will see you next week. All right, bye.
At your service and your family.